Muscle Doggy Ho. Muscle Doggy Ho.
Okay, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Thursday. Thursday from the 24th. 2022. We are live here on the Daily Crow, taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. 843-790-3377. Guys, it's 843-790-3377. I see Justin Kyle, Travis Allen, Justin Leonard, Brennan M., Justin Langford, Will, Chance Crocker. What's going on? Appreciate you all tuning in. Also, guys, in the Big Cock Club Discord. Head over to the TDC Questions channel, to be sure your questions are answered there. We got a big show for you guys here on this Thursday. Of course, it's a Victory Thursday. Tattoo Watch, man. Tattoo Watch is getting very serious. Tattoo Watch is getting very, very real. And I don't know, I'm starting to have to kind of Google some good tattoo parlors, some good tattoo artists in the city, because Frank Martin and company obviously want to see me have a tattoo of his face on my rear end. That's an obvious thing. So either way, though, appreciate you all tuning in. A lot to get into, and I do want to hear from you, your questions, your comments, your calls. Of course, guys, as always, the Daily Crow is brought to you by the Big Cock Club. Join today, patreon.com/Big Cock Club, to be sure that you get exclusive access to all of our content, no matter what it is, everything we're posting, early looks, exclusive merchandise, 20% off all your merch, as well with a specific Big Cock Club promo code. Again, you want to make sure you have access to that. Also, of course, our private Discord. And that's patreon.com/Big Cock Club. Also, head over to our social media pages. Click that link in bio, and you will see the link for the Big Cock Club. Guys, again, appreciate you all tuning in. We have got a ton to dive into here on this Thursday from the 24th, 2022. And again, what a win last night. What a game. What a day. What a last few days, really, it's been. What a last week or so. 4 straight SEC wins. And the Gamecocks, again, as we've said after each game, is it too little too late? Is South Carolina going to be able to make this run and actually turn it into an NCAA tournament appearance? I don't know. At this point, I'll tell you this. At this point, I don't really understand all of the, I really don't understand all of what goes into the net rankings and this, that, whatever. But all I know is this: South Carolina is 5th in the SEC right now. Like, I don't know how, if you keep winning, how do you keep them out? You know what I mean? I understand losses early in the year, but it's like, how do you keep them out? I don't understand how you keep them out. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously there's a long way to go, and you got to keep winning. If you lose any of the next 2, I think it's over. It's over. But man, 4 straight. And like I told you guys with my pick, everybody gave me crap for picking South Carolina to win. When you're playing with the type of momentum that South Carolina's playing with, and you're playing like a team of destiny, like they are, Vegas doesn't matter. What I say doesn't matter. What you say doesn't matter. None of it matters, man. This team's hot. The Cocks are officially hot. We are officially hot, guys. It's absolutely insane to watch. And again, you love to see it. And Tattoo Watch 2022 might really officially be on. But yeah, crazy. And in case you did not know, you're like, Chris, what in the world is this Tattoo Watch? What do you keep talking about? Basically, I made a bet. I put my rear end on the line that if South Carolina made the NCAA tournament this season, that I would get a tattoo of Frank Martin's face on my ass, because I said weeks ago there's absolutely no chance it's going to happen. No chance, and I put that on the line. So,
Dave Garrett.
Let's jump to the phone lines here. Dave, what's up, my friend? How are you?
I'm doing very well. I want to say congratulations because you've managed to take the focus off of J-Lo and Kim Kardashian asses, where your ass is now the focus of attention. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What I wanted to ask you, and I'll take it off the air, is I saw something in the TDC where they were rating Rattler as the 5th best quarterback in the SEC. Wanted to get your opinion on that. Have a good day, my friend. See you soon.
David, I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. First off, yeah, my ass being a focal point is not something I expected when I signed up to do this, when I started going. No, so I saw the article, Rattler being ranked 5th in the SEC amongst, returning starting signal callers. I don't think I'm not shocked. I think there's still questions around Rattler in regards to, he lost his job at Oklahoma and, just how good of a quarterback is he really? And how does he adjust going from the Big 12 to the SEC? I mean, obviously he's a massive upgrade for us. I mean, massive. You can't overstate how big of an upgrade he is for us. I think some of it too, though, when they're ranking those guys has to do with probably returning productivity, returning teams around him. You know what I mean? A quarterback, you're only so good. You do need help. You need guys to help you out. And, are people still skeptical in the Gamecocks and what they bring to the table and what they're going to, the pieces they're going to have around him? Will the offensive line be able to block for him enough? To, give him the opportunity to have a big season. We got to wait and see. But, fifth, it doesn't bother me. It is what it is, whatever. I think certainly Rattler is one of the best in the SEC. I think the Gamecocks, for the first time in a long time, have one of the best quarterbacks returning in the league, and that's a great place to be in. So, I saw it. Not something I really, it's not something I worry about too much. I mean, it's great off-season content, right? Great talking point, but just the fact that South Carolina's in the conversation with, hey, maybe potentially having one of the best quarterbacks returning in the league. That's a good position to be in. So, appreciate the call, David, excuse me, and like I said, the ass stuff is quite humorous. That is for sure. The ass stuff is quite humorous. That is for sure. Let's see, guys. Also, very exciting day today. Of course, the podcast dropped this morning, episode 606, full breakdown of what happened last night, series preview of George Washington. Also, great throwback conversation. Former Gamecocks running pitcher Sawyer Bridges. Also a big day because the vlog is officially back, guys. I'll be posting that right after we get off the Daily Crow. Got it uploaded and pending to YouTube. So, again, normally I'm probably going to want to drop the vlog on Mondays or Tuesdays, but this week just got so crazy busy. And I think I told you guys I was literally editing it, and Premiere Pro crashed, and so I had to redo it. And so, yeah, that was fun. But yeah, it's the vlog is back, which I'm really excited about. I love doing the vlog. It's just something cool, some different content, if you will. Let's see. Savannah Webster says, I'd have to pull up the article, Savannah. Yeah, I do think Hendon Hooker's ahead of Rattler. I mean, Hendon Hooker's a good player, man. I don't know why people, I know we hate Tennessee. I hate Tennessee too, but I don't really understand when Gamecock fans roll their eyes so hard at Hendon Hooker. He crushed us. He's actually a pretty good player. So, I mean, he's one of the best returning in the league, guys. I hate to tell you, but he is. Let's see here. Justin, yeah, what a win. What a game, what a win. Great day to celebrate. We'll be celebrating later today. Yours truly heading down to Morgan Wallen tonight, going to the concert. If you're in Columbia, obviously that's the big thing. I'm sure it's going to be sold out, packed. Dude, it's crazy how much the tickets are going for. Floor seats are $1,000. Yours truly, thank goodness, somehow stumbled into a free ticket. And so we're going to be taking in the concert, and going to be fun. Going to be very, very fun. So hope to see if any of you guys are there. If any of you guys are there, would love to chat with you, talk Gamecocks, and we'll have us a damn good time tonight. Savannah Webster. Yeah, tonight, women's, also game day for the women's team that's playing at Texas A&M. John Kruger says, glad this team proved me wrong. Versus LSU and Mississippi State. Yeah, dude, and that game was never in doubt last night, which was crazy. That game was never in doubt. Travis says, seems like the same crap, though. We lose a head scratch in the non-conference like Coastal and Princeton, and it could be our demise on making the tourney. Hopefully I'm wrong. Yeah, Travis, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy how much better Frank Martin's teams play at the end of the year. I just don't understand why it takes so long to get it in gear. And it is normally those early season losses that kill you. And so, I think it's safe to say as we sit here now over 500, 8-7 in SEC play, which I did not think was possible, to be honest with you. I mean, as I said a couple days ago, I know in my heart of hearts, I feel like it should be tournament or bust, but there's just no way South Carolina's making a move, man. There's no way. I just, again, maybe this is the best. Maybe this is the good old days. Maybe these are the good old days of Carolina basketball. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. I don't know, being 10-5 at this point, maybe that's not a realistic thing. And Frank Martin is just truly getting the most out of Carolina basketball. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Do you think maybe these are the good old days? I mean, maybe Martin is literally, there's no, you couldn't get more out of this roster with anybody else in the country. I mean, maybe that's the case. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. maybe that's the case. I just, again, maybe having the expectations and holding to the standard of making tournaments is not fair. Again, we will reevaluate everything at the end of the season, but hey, 4 straight wins, man, a job well done. I mean, what else can you say? It's been incredible. None of us thought that Frank Martin wasn't a good basketball coach. I don't think any of us thought Frank Martin wasn't a good basketball coach. The question was, does his style still work, right? Do players still respond to him? And I tell you what, this is a team right now that's playing for their head coach. They know what's on the line, the intensity, the emotion, the energy. And again, the Gamecocks are just playing like a team that knows and feels like they can't lose. And like I said, guys, it doesn't matter what Vegas says. It doesn't matter what I say, you say, what anybody thinks. What matters is that. And, you get to this point in the season, you got that swagger, you got that mentality, you got that moxie, you got that confidence. Good luck to anybody standing in their way. Good luck to anybody standing in their way. It's going to be one hell of a ride, these final 3 games. And, of course, you go into the tournament in Tampa. But like I said, man, when you capture what South Carolina's playing with, you're going to be a tough out for anybody. Let's see. Eric Fryer, the fact that men's team's beginning to be relevant again tells me the right guys coached him. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think, Eric, I would just say, though, I think Martin is reaching unfireable territory. I don't think there's any way South Carolina would ever make that move, even if that move could be benefit. I think people look at the job Frank Martin, and this is not a slight, by the way, when I'm saying this. I think it's just the reality. I think people look at the job Martin is doing, and I just don't think people think this program can be any higher than that. I just who else could get this team back from being 1-4 in SEC play and where they were to now 8-7? Like, who? I don't think fans believe there's anybody else out there. Maybe there isn't. I mean, maybe there isn't, truly. Maybe there isn't. Just maybe there isn't, man. So I say this, man, if you bring him back, I say give Martin a 10-year extension. Like, to hell with it. Let's just lock in with it. Let's just dig in for better or for worse and just ride with Frank Martin. It is what it is. I just wish we could get off to better starts earlier in seasons. I wish we didn't have back-breaking losses that crushed us. And I tell you this, though, guys, I've seen it from some people. I would say this, man. Like, listen, has every win you've had been against great competition? No. But, you've taken advantage of those teams that you should beat. You can't just keep saying that, the Gamecocks have just beaten nobody good. It's like, you're 8-7. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give some credit. You got to give some. I mean, we're talking about a Mississippi State team that beat the shit out of you like a month ago. So that was a good win. That was a really good win. That was a really, really good win. So give credit where credit's due, man. Martin, everybody else, they've been killing it. They've been killing it. So, yeah, 10 of 11 from the line. Jermaine Couisnard himself went 8 for 8. Crazy. Yeah, and see, there it is. And again, this is not a slight, but I think it's just interesting to get you guys' feedback. Here it is right here. Justin Kyle says, Martin is the ceiling here. He has proved he can win, just had unfortunate injuries and roster turnover. The killer for him after the Final Four was Bonehead Dozier leaving early and Felder getting kicked off the team. But again, that sentence, what Justin Kyle just said, I think is what the masses think about this program, is that Frank Martin is the ceiling here. He is. He's the ceiling. Frank Martin's the ceiling. So fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Again, that's not a slight, but it's just the reality of your program. Frank Martin is the ceiling. So I think, I mean, I don't think you're excuse me, guys. I don't think you're a bad person if you expect more and want more, but also I guess you have to accept the reality that Frank Martin is the ceiling. Like, even if you finish 9-9 and you miss the tourney, you're not going to do better than Frank Martin. I think that's the consensus. I think that's what people think about this program. That's fair. That's fair. But it is the truth. So Eric Fryer says, you want to ensure the success of men's basketball, perhaps you should offer accompanying tats on your bum, get the year tattooed on your bum every year they make the big dance. I got you, my guy. I got you. God bless my future wife if it ever even happens. Sheesh. Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. Let's see. Thoughts on G. Jackson? It'd be huge to get him. Would be huge to get G. Jackson. I mean, obviously, man, number 1 player in the state. That'd be massive for the momentum of your program, and it's recruiting, man. Jimmy's and Joe's, right? You got to have those guys to win. Tony Sharp, I thought the crowd was solid. For a Wednesday at 6:30, I thought the crowd was pretty good. Justin Kyle says, and by the way, Justin, great to see you at CLA last night, my friend. Great to meet you. Justin says, I hate to be that fan. I want more, but let's be honest. We'll never pull a Bruce Pearl. John Cal just won't, unfortunately. I mean, I guess not. And again, I'm not I'm not like saying it in a way where like I'm sitting here complaining the day after a victory, but it is what it is. But hey, beside that point, huge win last night, dominating from the jump. And again, guys, what you're seeing right now is South Carolina is just playing like a team that cannot lose. They can't lose. I mean, they just flat out can't. 3 straight games, guys. You've been an underdog. Or has it been 4? Either way, 3 straight games you've been an underdog, and you've won all 3 of them. Like, you get to a point where it doesn't matter what Vegas says, doesn't matter what national pundits say, projections, prognosticators, myself, whoever, doesn't matter. You're just playing with that spark, that magic. You are. So you are. You're playing with that spark. You're playing with that magic, and you know it's paying massive dividends for you. So, I mean, I love to see it. Phil, my guy, what's going on, Phil? Appreciate you tuning in. Let's see. Chance Clark says, let's hire Muschamp back. No, let's not do that. Guys, you're the Big Cock Club Discord. Over the TDC Questions channel, the TDC Questions channel. Be sure your questions are answered there. Yeah, I mean, the more you win, the more interesting it gets. You beat Alabama all of a sudden, my guy. All of a sudden, you know, who knows? Who knows what could happen? Yeah, I mean, you keep winning. You keep winning, and the odds get better and better. I mean, I'd still probably sit here and say today that I don't think that it's probably going to happen. You know, I feel like, too, what sucks is it's almost like there's a national bias against South Carolina basketball in the sense of, like, nationally, they know that basketball is not the number one here. And I think people just they don't hold South Carolina basketball in very high regard. And that's why we've gotten snubbed before. I think that, you know, the like the year we didn't make it and Syracuse got in, you know, they look at South Carolina basketball versus Syracuse basketball. Like, who are they going to put in? They're not going to put us in, you know? Let's see. Does Joe Lenardi have an updated bracketology? Did he post one last night? Let's see. I don't think he did. Wow. When we need one, too. When we absolutely need one, he hasn't posted one. Darn it. Okay. I'm just curious, like, are we on anybody's bracket yet? Are we even close to, like, first, you know, next 4 out, whatever? I don't know. Let's start with the phone lines here.
Call from
Justin, Kyle.
Justin, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. What's you?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. Hey, great to meet you last night, by the way, my guy. What's going on?
Yes, sir. You too. You too as well, man. I'm sorry I got the conversation kind of short. My kid was, you know, hounding me. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom.
No, you're good. You're good. Absolutely. No, I get it. Trust me, I get it.
So I guess, you know, going back to, you know, the one NCAA tournament in 10 years. I know there was one year we won. You know, we were 25-8, 25-7. I think there was another year. I don't know if it was the same year where they sent the invitation to the wrong SC. Apparently, it was supposed to go to USC and not South Carolina.
Right.
Was that the same year, or was that a separate year?
I don't know. That's a good question. I thought that was separate, but
I think so technically, I mean, I'm not saying this to give Frank Martin a pass, but realistically, he should have been in 3 out of 10, which I think is pretty.
That's probably the ceiling at Carolina. I just have to admit that's probably the ceiling.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you think? I mean, you know, we thought about it a couple weeks ago. You know, I think NIT should be doable every year. I think that. I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't go. You know, obviously we don't want to go 18-12 every year, but 20-10. You know, 19-10, 19-11 in NIT berth is not unrealistic. If you win all your non-conference games like we should against a Princeton, a Coastal, you know, you hit 11-12 wins to start the, you know, out of your non-conference if you win those games.
Yeah.
So you really, realistically, you get 500 in the conference, you've locked in NIT, and you're pretty much on the bowl.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think, you know, so every 3 years, if you go down, you know, to the NCAA, where he's sitting at should be at 3 right now, but unfortunately, we definitely got shafted in the 25-win season. I thought we started out 18-0, 19-0. We kind of faltered down the stretch there, and I think we lost some really bad games. I think to some of the lower end of the SEC. I think at that time.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, you know, who's your most disappointing player right now on the men's basketball team? Like, who do you think would have done better at this point in the season?
Oh man, singling somebody out. I didn't have. I'll tell you this. I didn't have crazy expectations for him, and I will single him out because I just don't care. I can't believe how bad Josh Gray is. Like, I mean, coming from LSU, you're 7 feet tall. Like, how, bro? How are you not a bigger contributor for us? You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. Like, how are you just not a good basketball player? Like, straight up.
And it's funny you say that, because I was thinking the same thing. Because every game I've watched him go in, and he's just a casualty on both sides of the court. I mean, defensively and offensively, he is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, and I mean, bro, it's not even talking. It's not even talking shit. It's just like, bro, like, look at your own game. Like, you know, you're not playing very good. So
I mean, the fact is, he's that tall. He's not even really. He doesn't even really protect the rim. I mean, and even when he was in there, I don't even think he barely gets the rebound.
Right. Yeah, it's insane.
Like,
bro.
how do you that? So I mean, it makes you think, you know, because when we got, you know, we got him from the portal, I was like, man, instead of a tall guy, really made true big, and then he's not even seeing the court anymore because he's just that bad.
Yep, and I ain't minding it at all. I mean, the other thing I would say I'm a little disappointed in is, you know, and again, I'm singling him out, but whatever. Like, it's still shocking to me the amount of good minutes that 14 gets. Shocking to me the amount of good minutes 14 gets. So
yeah,
it is what it is, but that to me is nuts.
Maybe. Well, to me, I think it's. I mean, obviously he's definitely an offensive player. So when he's in there, he's not. I mean, he made one shot last night, which, I mean, it was a prayer, I think. But, you know, I mean, we'll take it. But yeah, I don't know if it's maybe he's just good defensively for kind of eat up some dead minutes in between. You know, trying to get Kuzma a rest. You know, Stevenson a rest. I know he's trying to eat dead minutes there, trying to, you know, get immediate timeout. But he does play like, I think, like 10 to 12 minutes a game, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he doesn't. I mean, I guess, like I said, defensively, I guess he's decent. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's puzzling to me why he gets so many minutes as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
it's worked lately, so I guess we'll just, you know, whatever.
So Chico Carter, I mean, is he just kind of further down the depth chart at this point?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about Chico. He got hot there for a second and just did not pan out. I don't know.
I guess for me, just watching the last couple games, as far as the point guard situation, we lose Kuzma after this year. You know, I mean, obviously Wright is a freshman, but you can tell there's a huge talent difference between Wright and Devin Carter. There's a huge gap between those two.
Oh yeah.
You know, Wright's more of a, I don't know, man. I think sometimes he doesn't know how. I mean, he's both a freshman though, so you can't really blame it on being a freshman. But Wright just doesn't seem to run the offense as good as Carter. I mean, there's a huge difference in how efficient the offense is with him on the run of the point.
Yeah,
I would agree. Carter's been the biggest. I'm sorry, Greg.
No, I was just gonna say I'd agree 100%. So
I think Devin Carter to me is the biggest. I wouldn't say a surprise. I mean, I didn't really look at the recruiting, lines and everything like that. But the game changer for me is, I mean, obviously without outside of upperclassmen like Kuzma and Bryant, is Devin Carter. I mean, he drives the basket, which has gotten a lot of good open threes, which I think has helped us tremendously in the last couple games.
Yeah, watching Coos has been incredible, man. Watching Coos has been a blast. What he's doing for this team, it's awesome, dude. Playing his best basketball, just like the rest of this team, playing his best basketball the best time of the year. So
I mean, it goes back to it's just great, man. Last night when he got his open shot, he's so confident right now, man. He just almost turned around and walks away when he shoots open shot. He's like, that's money, it's there.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year, he made a shot. He's already running for a rebound. He's like, oh man, And now it's like he shoots, he's like, oh, that's going in. I got this. You know?
Yeah, he's playing like the rest of this team in the sense of that confidence, that swagger, that edge. Yeah, I mean, and why shouldn't he? You know what I mean? He can't miss. He can't miss right now. So,
well, I think the thing that, you know, I don't remember the press conference, or it was after a game, or I think it was after the first game of the 4-game winning streak we're on, or after the LSU game, it might have been. You know, they were talking to Frank Martin after the game, and you know, they're asking, like, you know, why did you start Cousineau in this game? He's like, well, he's been here 4 years. You know, I want him to go out running this team like he did when he was a freshman. He's earned it. He deserves it. So, you know, maybe it goes into part of Frank is actually, I mean, let's put his full confidence, hey, this is your team. I need you to run it, and let's get to where we need to go.
right.
And I don't know, maybe that's been a boost for him.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, dude, I love watching Coos, man. It's, you know, he's playing like the veteran leader he should play like. So I love to see it. And we need him. We need him badly. So.
And I'll leave his last question. So we got 3 games left, 2 ranked against Bama and Auburn on the road, and obviously Mizzou at home. Which game do you think would be bigger to win out of the 2 ranked on the road? I mean, obviously Auburn would be the bigger, but obviously both are in top 10 RPIs, so both would be huge regardless. But which one would you want if you had to pick one of the 2? Which one would you want?
I mean, I think beating Auburn would be awesome because they're like the number 1 team in the country. So, I mean, I think that'd be pretty dope. I will say though, I think if you lose either of the next 2 games, it's basically over. Like that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? I hate to put that much pressure on it, but that's just kind of where you are. You know, you've backed yourself into that corner. You know what I mean? You've backed yourself into that corner where it's like, you know, you have to win. I mean, there's no other choice. You just have to win. So, you know what? I'm gonna actually switch it up. I'd say I'd pick to win the Bama game because I want to see the run continue. You know what I mean? It's been fun. It's been fun feeling like we actually have a chance. And so, you know, even if you beat Auburn, which would be great, I don't know. I kind of want to see how far that can go. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'd love to see us win Saturday again, a place we have not played well. And I'll have a full breakdown on tomorrow's podcast and prediction and everything. And, you know, I haven't dove too deep into Bama yet, but I know we have not played very well there. I think we're 1-8 in our last 9 games there. Yeah, 1-8 in our last 9 against Bama. Period. So Frank Martin apparently get this. He's won in every arena in the league except Rupp Arena and Coleman Coliseum. So he's never won there.
And the crazy thing is I think, you know, talking about the 1-8 there. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think the year we were actually 18-0. I think they were one of the.
Yeah, we've had some very, very tough losses against them.
I think we got beat by 20 plus in that arena in that same year. Then we got I mean, they made it was a white guy, Riley something.
Yeah, Riley Norris. Yeah, Riley Norris.
Yeah,
we started 15-0 in 2016, and he they knocked us down. And then, you know, Sindarius Thornwell had the 44 points in the 4 overtime games, still lost that one. So, you know.
So the other thing is, you know, they're talking about on SEC Network last night, you know, they now made it to where the top 4 gets the double bye. The 5 seed gets the single round bye. You know, if we were to win 2 out of 3, it kind of puts us in that 5 seed. Yeah. I mean, do we really need a bye? I mean, we need more wins than we need a bye, right?
I mean, you take the bye if you can get it. I mean, just in the sense of like, yeah, I mean, it, you know, I get what you're saying. You want to play more games, but yeah, I mean, you know, just win as many as you can. That will all play itself out. That'll all play itself out. That's I don't think we can really worry about seeding in the tournament and just win as many as you can, and we'll figure that out in a week and a half or so.
All right, sir. It was nice to meet you last night, man. Have a great day.
Yeah, man. Justin, appreciate the call, my guy. Thank you so much. 843-790-3377. Again, we're taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. Very exciting day. A victory Thursday as South Carolina men's basketball gets a huge win at the CLA. Huge win. Phil, you want to call back in, my guy? You're more than welcome to. He says, this is the most Carolina basketball talk I've heard all year. It's almost like we have a team. Yeah. Hey, winning is great. Winning is great for business. Actually, so Luke RJ, I do have a TSUS coffee mug. I switch it up. This one is one that and it's dirty. I know my buddy's got me for Christmas, but I've got a TSUS coffee mug. I do have one. Tommy Wallace, if you finish 10-8 in conference play, I mean, you're probably the 5 seed. I'd probably say you're probably the 5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say you're probably the 5 seed. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Again, guys, want to continue to hear from you. Again, great podcast that dropped this morning. Full breakdown of the game last night. Series preview against George Washington. Gamecocks will take on George Washington this weekend. The George Washington. I think I called them the Colonels on the show. They're the Colonials. I don't know why. Why did I call them the Colonels? I don't know. Let's start the phone.
Call from
Bill Harris.
Phil, what's up, man? How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's up?
So I just want to give you a quick weather report here. It is 26 degrees in beautiful New Hampshire. Tomorrow we're getting a huge snowstorm that's going to be between like 8 and 16 inches of snow, so that's pretty good.
26 degrees.
The weather, 26, yeah.
I'm like sweating in the studio, so it is not 26 here, I can assure you. It's like 80.
What's wild is yesterday in Boston, the temperature was like 68 degrees, and then this morning was 22 degrees in Boston. So like a 40, yeah, that was one hell of a drop there. So yeah, got a bunch of snow coming in, possibly up to 2 feet in certain areas. So it should be pretty fun.
Bro, the high today here is 84.
Wow.
The low is 62. The low.
Jeez.
So
that is so wild. Yeah, I was supposed to be there tomorrow, but I've got my work training going on. Unfortunately, it kept getting pushed back. So again, another canceled Carolina trip. I'm dealing with.
Bro, you just can't win.
Yeah,
you can't win coming to Columbia, man.
Since COVID started, I think it's been about 4 trips that I've had to cancel to go see Carolina athletics. But yeah, I just have to mark that one on the list there. I do have good news in terms of MLR. I'm actually going to see the Free Jacks play Toronto in Toronto on May the 18th, which I believe is a Wednesday. It's going to be a rare Wednesday game for Major League Rugby there, so that'll be fun. I've been to Canada a couple times, but I've never been to Toronto. Might make a trip to Niagara Falls, which is only about an hour and a half away from Toronto, so that'll be fun.
Right. Nice. Very good. Very, very
Well,
good.
just real quick here, I'm going to have to jump off the line in about 2 minutes, but I did want to ask, can you clarify your take about Martin is the best that we could possibly get real quick for me?
I mean, I just think at this point, I mean, maybe this is the I'm just posing the – I guess I'm just starting the conversation. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. But like, it just feels that way. That I think the masses, and I'm not trying to speak for everyone, but it just feels like most agree or most feel. The vibe feels like people feel that. Yeah, Martin's actually the best we could do ever. Like he's getting the most out of the Carolina basketball program possible. I mean, I think people do think that to a degree. I mean. And is it true? I don't know. Maybe it is true. Maybe I'm being the Scrooge over here by trying to tear it down and get somebody else. I mean, I don't know. And again, it was never. I came at Muschamp because I thought he was a dog shit coach, and I think that's true. Yeah. He's not a good head coach. Like that's not really the case with Martin. I think he's actually a really, really good basketball coach. Here's the thing, Phil. Mm-hmm. All I was trying. I was thinking about this earlier. I'm glad you brought it up. All I was trying to do earlier in this season, like I didn't really want to go on the fire Martin tirade. I just wanted to inject some damn life into the season because you felt it. I felt it. We've all felt it here on these airwaves. I mean, there's been points in the season where it's just been dead, just totally dead. And I'm like, if I got to watch every game and, cover this thing and be locked in, God, I want there to be some passion behind it, man. I want there to be some competitive pressure. Like, I think the competitive pressure is a beautiful thing. It means there's something on the line. I don't want to just go through the motions of this season just to do it. So, hey, good. Maybe some pressure helped. Like, I'm not going to say we've won 4 in a row because people's jobs started getting called for. But, when your back gets put against a wall, it's not a bad thing. that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, pressure makes diamonds. So, you either crumble or you rise to the occasion. And I'm just really glad to see Frank Martin and company rising to the occasion. But no, I just back to the point, man. I think there is a consensus from many that, Frank Martin is the best we could ever do ever. And I'm not saying that in as a slight, but I do believe that there are many folks. And I mean, but I will tell you this, to his credit, you look at what he's done and you look at his record at South Carolina and you look at, the winning seasons. South Carolina has locked up their, I think, sixth, let me get the official stat, their sixth winning season in 10 years. And let's see. Here we go. Clinched an overall winning season. Frank Martin, sixth in his 10 years at USC. South Carolina's previous 4 coaches combined for 8 overall winning seasons in 21 years. So, I mean, you're not wrong if you say that Frank Martin is doing things that have never been done in Columbia, and he's the best we could maybe do that, because he's literally doing stuff never been done before. So, and I'm not saying that's right, that's wrong. You can agree or disagree. You can have different feelings, thoughts, and opinions. Listen, I think there should be a set standard, and you either hit it or you don't. But maybe the answer is just not quite that easy with Carolina basketball. Maybe it's just not as simple as, okay, if you don't go to the tournament this many times in this many years, then we're going to move on. Maybe it's just not that simple. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm making it too simple, saying something like that. So.
Yeah. Allow me to retort real quick.
Oh, yeah,
please. Please but, for those people that are thinking that, that Frank Martin is the best that we could ever do, it sounds like you're in an abusive relationship with Carolina basketball. And I understand the history. There's very little for Carolina basketball, but that doesn't stop us. I mean, here, look at the positives for Carolina athletics real quick. Our fans are so devoted and so passionate. We have proven that people will watch women's basketball, and I don't mean to say this in a bad way, because they are winners, and we love winners at Carolina because we don't have enough of them.
Right.
So it's never going to be old for us to see a winning product, especially in the big 3, and that's never going to get old anytime soon. So the fans will pack out the stadium regardless of the situation, or the arena rather. So my thought on this is that obviously there's a lot of tradition, but I mean, I'm not a history major by any means for SEC athletics, but was Auburn ever good at basketball before Pearl showed up?
I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
Right. So I mean, I'm saying, like, what does Auburn have that we don't, that could attract a coach like that? Obviously, he's got some, skeletons in his closet for sure, but the man is a winner. Why did he go there? It's an SEC school. They're not better than us at anything. So to say that we couldn't attract a top talented coach is complete nonsense.
Right.
The next thing is, real quick before I jump off the line here, is it's great. It's all wonderful that we have winning seasons, but none of that matters if you don't get into the tournament, like point blank period. The whole point is you want to compete for a trophy at the end of the year. Otherwise, why are we even bothering? That is still something that will never – listen, I like Frank Martin as a man and as a coach even, but I don't think it's a good fit anymore. And I'm happy that the team has responded so well. It proves that they are paying attention to him still. But we can't continue to lose to teams like Princeton and Coastal every single year and miss out on the tournament every single year, because the program is stale. It continues to be stale regardless of this winning streak. And if we don't make postseason play, it is basically rotting.
Well, and that's what I said before the season, Phil. And it's funny that you bring up like the relationship and like the toxicity of it, because the clip I posted Monday before the win, even last night, was literally the caption says, "Is Frank Martin in a weird and arguably toxic way actually the perfect fit for Gamecocks basketball?" So I mean, yeah, but that's why I said it before the season, man. That again, I feel for Frank, I do, because he'll reference and people will reference. The 6th winning season in 10 years and that and all, his SEC record and this record and that record. But again, I feel for Frank because, as you just mentioned, and the reality is this, bro, if you don't make the tournament, nobody cares. Like, it doesn't, like, again, as I've said all year, like, literally the entire point of the college basketball season is March Madness. That's why people watch. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you don't go, if you're not getting in, kind of all that other stuff is fluff. You know what I mean? And like, I hate to say that, but you do make a point. It is, because it is. It's just fluff. You know what I mean? Now, you know,
It is.
yeah, it just is. So, and I hate to say that. That's not taking anything away, but is that not a? I don't know how anyone could argue that's not the reality. You know what I mean? Like it's either you're in the tournament or you're not, and everything else is kind of BS. You know? So
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, winning seasons are great, but if you're not competing for a trophy, I'll say it again, it doesn't really matter at the end of the year. If you don't have a chance to win the ultimate trophy, who cares what your record is? I mean, seriously. And final thing before I do jump off the line here, I keep saying that, but I do have to go. Ultimately, you know, we all love Frank as a man and as a coach. I think he does a good enough job, but that, you know, good enough is not, you know, it's not where we want to be, okay? And we want to see greater things. But here's the problem. Part of the reason that all this is continuing is not enough fans care, one, first and foremost, and I don't know if that's going to change anytime soon. Number two, and this could easily be fixed, is if the administration gave a damn about men's basketball. So I have no reason to believe that they actually do care about men's basketball. You know, so that's something that we can't necessarily tackle ourselves as fans. That has to be internal. Like they need to start paying more attention to this program because clearly they're asleep at the wheel when it comes to this. If we continue to miss the tournament and Martin continues to be the coach, you know, what's the point? Seriously. Anyway, I got to go. But go Cox.
thanks, Phil. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, Phil makes some points, some good points. You know, so it's a very harsh thought process, but you know, I mean, again, like I said, maybe it's not that easy. Maybe what I said before the season that, hey, it's tournament or bust. Maybe it's not that simple. Maybe it's not. You know, so listen, it's one of those things, guys. Again, you know, if Muschamp would have returned for year 5, then, you know, I would have been very upset, right? I would have been extremely upset. It's not going to be a thing where if Frank Martin returns, I'm going to be kicking and screaming and going crazy. I just think that you just have to realize what you're dealing with when you talk South Carolina men's basketball. And again, this is not to, like, you know, bring down the vibes or whatever, because obviously we're celebrating what happened last night, but I think you do. It's not as easy a conversation, you know, as Braddock just said. You said it best. It's not an easy answer. It's not an easy answer. So, you know, I maybe it's not as simple as, well, in a decade span, you should make this many tournaments. Doesn't seem like it's quite that simple. You know what I mean? So, and again, I don't pretend to have all the answers. You know what I mean? I just, all I was trying to do, guys, is this. And I feel like it worked. All I was trying to do early in the year was inject some life into the season. That's it. You know, when we sat there at 1-4 and we lost to Florida, as I left that game, I was like, I don't really want, as I told you guys before, right? There were many of you that were already on the fire Frank train. And I was like, I've done the fire the coach thing. Like, I really don't want to be that guy. And I think you've all seen with the Frank Martin situation, like I haven't like pushed day after day, like we have to fire Frank, or we, you know, all I said earlier in the year was, it feels like it's run its course. It feels like we're reaching the end. And barring a major turnaround, if you go back and watch the video, I said that, barring a major turnaround, we probably need to go a different direction. Barring a major turnaround. I would call winning 4 straight and getting to over 500. That's a pretty damn big turnaround. Is it good enough to make the tournament? I have no idea. We got 3 more games in the tournament, the conference tournament to go. But at 1-4, man, I just wanted there to be some competitive pressure. I didn't like the mood of, well, let's just, you know, passively just let the season go. And we've never been good anyway, so who cares? Dude, I wanted there to be some competitive pressure. I'm glad to see it. I think there has been. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, because of things I've said, we're playing better, but maybe there being like more pressure to win around South Carolina basketball. You know, maybe that has helped. Maybe that's helped. It's a good thing. Like I said, guys, pressure makes diamonds. Pressure, you either crumble or you rise to the occasion. And South Carolina basketball has obviously risen to the occasion. So maybe feeling like there's something on the line has actually really helped this team and helped this program. And again, let's continue. Let's keep it going. I love to see it, because no matter your opinions, we all want the same thing. And that's to see the best for this program. That's to see this program win. And man, the fun is in the winning, and the last 4 games have been a blast. So hopefully it continues on Saturday. We'll see. But, kudos to all parties involved, and pressure's a privilege, and let's keep the pressure up. Let's keep that pressure going and take it into Alabama and Tuscaloosa with us. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Thomas Walker says, you just need to be the expert more or expect more guy and don't apologize for it. Thomas, again, I will have a full, once the season's over, dust is settled, I will go on record and say, again, Thomas, I'm not going to apologize for anything I say. I guess I'm more so just kind of, Thomas, reflecting of what I see from the fan base. Again, I said it Monday. I know in my heart of hearts what should happen. If this happens, then this should happen. And if this happens, this should happen. Like, I've said it. Right? I've said it. But, there'll be time for that conversation after the year's over. Right now, I'm just trying to enjoy the winning, my guy. I'm just trying to enjoy the winning, and it feels good to be good. And, yeah, so, again, guys, we're going to jump into our first break. I want to hear from you, 843-790-3377. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow.
Muscle Dougie, ho. משוגע גיהות.
All right, what's up, guys? We're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls. Guys, by the way, just changing gears really quickly. I know we're talking basketball, what happened last night, Frank Martin, all that good stuff. The usual. And again, it feels good to be good. Feels good to win. A victory Thursday feels great. Switching gears completely. I just put this out on social media. I bet I'm going to get absolutely wrecked for it. But so I'm going to Morgan Wallen tonight, right? I'm going to Morgan Wallen tonight. Looking forward to it. Going to be a blast here in Columbia. And yours truly does not own a pair of boots. Believe it or not, I do not own shit kickers. I don't own a pair of boots. I feel like that should not be shocking news to people, but I don't. So I'm literally going to be rocking J's to the Morgan Wallen concert. I think we are going with the cowboy hat. My buddy Michiko's got a cowboy hat for me to borrow, but I do not own boots. I don't know. Is that surprising to people? I don't know, but I just don't, man. And I'm not going and spending $300 on a pair of boots for a concert. So sorry about it. Sorry about it. Sorry about it. Again, guys, want to hear from you, though. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Justin Kyle says, "Now I can see that. You don't seem like a country boy, just an OG." Bro, yeah, that's a fact, my guy. Yeah, I'm not much of a country boy. I mean, I'm a Southern boy, but not much of a country boy at all. I do like Morgan Wallen, though. I mean, I like country music. And the fit we got planned for tonight's fire. Absolute fire. But yeah, I don't own a pair of boots, man. I don't own a pair of boots. Tyler Gay, go to Tractor Supply and get you some cheap ones. Tractor Supply, really? How? All right, Tyler. Let me ask you this: How much are a cheap pair of boots? I'm curious. How much are a cheap pair of boots? Let's share the phone lines here.
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Herbstreit.
Robbie, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm feeling much better today than I was a couple days ago. Still a little sick, though, but I'm doing all right.
I'd love to hear it, man. Appreciate you calling in. What's going on?
So, this is my full-blown 120% breakdown of the game from last night. You ready for it?
Mm.
Okay. We actually played a full 40 minutes last night.
We did. Start to finish, man. Start to finish, yeah.
A full-blown 40 minutes. And I literally told you yesterday, all I want to see is us to play a full 40 minutes. Regardless of the outcome, play a full 40 minutes. That's all I wanted to see. And we played a full 40 minutes. And we made Mississippi State Bulldogs. We made their life a living hell for 40 minutes. And made them earn every bucket. And personally, if it was me, if I saw that they weren't that good at shooting the three, which they were horrible, their percentage was god awful. I would have been in like a man/zone defense and been like, all right, you're gonna beat us from here, and you ain't getting inside. Okay, not gonna happen. Okay, no. If you're going to score on the inside, you're going to work your tail off for it and earn those 2 points. Because like they said in the game last night, and the commentators, they said the way they beat you is they hit twos. But they were hitting twos last night, but they certainly did not hit a single trifecta last night. Not one.
0 for 14 from 3, man. Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
And of course, Cousinard played very well. He's just, I don't know what he's been doing for his pregame, but whatever he's doing, he needs to keep doing it. Okay. Because for the last couple of games, he's been playing absolutely lights out. All right. Whatever he's putting in his Gatorade, he needs to keep doing that. Okay. But also, I did notice that we also definitely, as usual, turned the ball over too much.
Mhm.
But we did not allow the turnovers to hurt us. I like seeing that we did not allow the miscues and the mistakes to hurt us. And for once, we actually had the lead the entire game. It was tied a few times, but we had the lead the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah,
think
it was like I said, man, it was start to finish, just domination. Start to finish domination. And like I said earlier, man, you talk about whatever they're putting in the Gatorade, man. It's as simple as just, again, if you've ever played sports or done anything, it's just, it's all mental. It's all mental.
And you got to have the want to it.
Listen. Let me put it this way. Let me say this. I think fans make a little too much of, well, we just wanted it more, and I can't fathom an athlete playing in a game and not wanting to win. I think everybody wants to win. But
right.
when you have the confidence and positive momentum is a real thing, and you just feel like you can't lose and we can't be beat. And when you're playing with that edge and that swagger, and there is no doubt, there is no doubt, and you believe in each and every single situation, you are going to come out on top and come out victorious and make the plays necessary. And when you're playing with that immense level, the question is this: what comes first, success or confidence? Because having success brings confidence, but you have to have confidence to be successful. And so when you combine those two, though, and you have success and you're confident, then you're really cooking. And that's where you're finding this team right now, man, is it doesn't matter who you beat, whether it's the Georgias, the Vandies, but you just kind of got the ball rolling, and then you got a big one. You got a big one over in LSU, and all of a sudden it's like, bro, we can't lose. And that's what happened in 2017, and you're sort of seeing that right now. We're in the midst of one of those runs that, again, maybe it doesn't make sense in Vegas. Maybe it doesn't make sense to us, but those guys on the floor, man, it's just they've got that mental edge right now, and that's, we'll see how far it can take them, but it's a beautiful thing to watch. It really is. It's crazy.
And let me say this: I agree with you 100% that what you said about Gray.
Mm-hmm.
He is not playing to his full potential.
No, I mean, I don't think he's a very big piece for us, but whatever. I mean, you kind of are what you are at this point in the season.
A guy his size should be dominating teams.
Yeah.
Because from what I could see, Mississippi State's big men were not that good. He should have been having himself a heyday last night.
Right.
But for some reason, he just cannot get it going. And I think honestly, out of Gray and Woodley, I would have Woodley starting over Gray 100%.
Yeah.
Even though Woodley fouled out last night, if I remember correctly, he did foul out last night, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Like even though he fouled out, I think he played really well.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in the early part of the season, we just didn't have the chemistry, okay? Because with definitely with basketball, if you got your starting five, okay, and they don't have chemistry to the point where like they're in each other's brains and already know what the other person's going to do before they even do it, you're not going to do well if you're not a cohesive five-man machine working as one. You're not going to do well no matter how hard you try. I mean, like in a video that I watched about, Shane Beamer talking to the football team, okay, he asked the entire football team, what do you think is the main problem with the football team? And a majority of the football players said it was too much of a me mentality and not a us mentality. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does indeed. Yeah,
Because
and I would agree.
I mean, it's with any sport. Like you gotta have the us mentality. Like this is like these are your brothers for the next 3 to 4 years, okay, or however long you're gonna be there, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like sometimes in order to build chemistry, you don't just need to be doing it at practice. Like you need to be like spending time off the court, getting off the football field, getting to know your teammates, knowing their personalities, getting to know what makes them happy, what makes them unhappy, all that kind of stuff. If you can build that kind of chemistry in football, basketball, baseball, anything, no matter what the sport that you play throws at you, you'll be able to knock it out of the park just about every time.
Yeah, chemistry is very important, man. I mean, obviously, you make the point. It is. It's very, very important. So, yeah, it's and again, this is a team playing together, like you mentioned. They're playing together and they're playing for one another, and they're playing for Frank Martin. And again, when it all comes together, like you said, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Yes, it is an absolute gorgeous thing to watch. And that dunk that Bryant had, as soon as I saw him go in the air, I was like, yeah, I hope nobody tries to block this dunk because they will get posterized badly if they get in his way.
Yeah.
Like, it is insane how quick he can get off the floor. For a guy his size, how quickly he can get off the floor is insane.
Truly. Not truly. Hey, Robbie, by the way, switching gears a little bit. Tanner Land said he's headed back to the gym and he wants another motivational speech if you're up to it.
I'll try, but no promises. I'll try. Okay. I will try. Okay.
Just something short and sweet. Just something short and sweet for the guy.
Okay. He's probably hurting from the other day. So
he's probably hurting a little bit. A little bit.
Don't overdo it. Okay. Just don't overdo it. Don't try to max out today. Okay. If you maxed out yesterday, don't do it today. Okay. Take it easy today. And then wait a few days and then go for the grand salami. Okay. That's what you need to do.
The grand salami, indeed.
And my predictions for all three of the games this weekend for the baseball team. Friday, I got us winning 5-4. Saturday, I have us winning 4-3. And then I got us winning the trifecta 5-2. Just in case I don't get to give you my predictions for the weekend.
Mm.
Those are my predictions for the weekend.
I got you. I got you. Okay. So Gamecocks get the sweep. That'll be a fun weekend in Columbia.
And of course, I think the girls will win tonight. They'll take care of business.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And I got a feeling Boston's gonna get another double-double.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet at this point. Yeah.
And it's gotten to the point where I'm kind of curious. Like I before I watch a girls game, I'm like, I wonder what color Boston's hair is gonna be.
I don't know, man. It was wild to see her have orange hair for the Tennessee game, but apparently that wasn't the plan. So who knows? Who knows?
Well, apparently that's what she said. Apparently the orange hair was not the plan.
Yeah.
It happened that way.
Yeah. Who knows?
But I think the girls will take care of business. And my prediction for that game, 75-60.
Very good. Yeah, I'll take that.
And I am ready for April to get here, because once April gets here, that means we will have 2 weeks and 2 days until the spring game.
Yeah, gonna be fun, man. Gonna be fun. That's gonna be one hell of a night.
Yes, it is. It's going to be fun. It'll be the first ever night spring game I've ever attended. So I'm excited to try and go to that.
For sure. That's gonna be awesome, man.
And have you heard anything? Have you heard from anybody on the grapevine about Bosnick?
No, I think that's something Kingston will speak on. I think he actually probably speaks to the media today. I'm not 100% sure, but normally he speaks ahead of each series, so I think he probably will speak to the media today. So no doubt he will. He'll be asked about that. There's no question. I actually saw Bosnick at the basketball game last night, but I didn't go out of my way to chat with him or anything. I should have asked. How you feeling? But no, I don't know. I think Kingston will most likely, when he speaks, he'll be asked about it for sure.
Hey, and don't quote me on it, but if I decide to get you anything for your birthday and send it to you, I'm getting you a pair of boots.
Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that. I will certainly take them. I'll certainly take
that
them.
way, the next time you go to a Morgan Wallen concert, you got a pair of boots.
Or just a country concert in general. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Robbie, always a pleasure to chat with you, my friend. Truly.
Go Gamecocks. To heck with Clemson. Beat George Washington, and the girls take care of business against Texas A&M tonight. Yes, indeed.
I love it.
We're going to put the hammer down.
We will.
And show that we are still the best team in the country. No matter what people think.
I agree. Robbie, always a pleasure, my guy. Have a great rest of your day.
Have a good one.
Yeah, man. Take care. Good stuff. 843-790-3337. Tell me, guys, it's 843-79. My guy Derek Geddes in the chat, bro. Come on, man. Come on, Derek. Oh, my God. Derek going in for some kill shots today. Derek, ruthless Derek, my guy. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. Great to chat with you. Hope you've been well, by the way. Hope to see you around the yard sometime soon. Man, Tyler, I am not going and spending $100 on some boots for a concert, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. Absolutely not doing it. Not doing it. Sorry, Tyler. And if I'm going to buy some nice boots, I'm going to buy nice boots. I mean, if I'm going to buy boots, they're going to be nice. I'm not going to go cheap on them. You know what I mean? Let's see. Tyler should go, bro. And if If the concert was like outdoors, then that would be different. But it's literally at CLA, bro. Like I mean, it's at CLA. Like, do I really need boots for the concert at CLA? Come on now. Anyways, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. Damn, I just saw Cox My 90s Twitter feed. It made me very hungry because he's over at Palmetto Pig. Over at the Pig. Probably going to go this weekend. Let's see. Thomas Walker says the tattoo content will pay for the boots. Travis Allen with a new tat, have Frank Martin smoking a stogie. Travis, once we get to that point, we're going to have to like run a poll of which picture we're going to use. And the fans will get to pick the picture. And then we'll go from there. I think it'll just be like a Frank Martin headshot. He probably won't be smoking a cigar. But Noah Johns, we're heading to Morgan Wallen tonight. Yeah, going to be a hell of a time. So if I'll just go ahead and throw this out there, by the way, guys. I'm going to try to behave myself. But if yours truly is a little hungover on the Daily Crow tomorrow, just roll with it. Just roll with it. And we'll all know why. And we'll just keep it moving. We will keep it moving. So if that is the case, just know that's what happened. That's what happened. Guys, we're gonna jump into just fire up a dart. He says, if you're a little bit hungover, just fire up a dart. Fire up a dart. Why not? Just smoke you a dart. It'll cure everything. Just a little hungover dart. Guys, on that note, we're gonna jump into a break, but I want to continue to hear from you. More your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow.
Muscle Dougie, ho. Masuk dia di hau.
All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Appreciate you all tuning in. Again, taking your questions, your comments, and your calls. I do want to hear from you here on this Thursday, February the 24th, 2022. Guys, in case you missed it, by the way, the vlog is back. Behind the Beak is officially back. Behind the Beak is officially back. Episode 21, I guess, officially of that. But first vlog we've dropped in quite a while, and I made that Big Cock Club content over the football season, but really excited to bring that back to the masses, bring that back to you guys. And I think it's a good one. So y'all be sure to check it out. It's on YouTube. We're also going to post it to Instagram immediately following the Daily Crow. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, but a victory Thursday as we celebrate South Carolina's big win over Mississippi State. What a game. What a game, man. Just pure domination. Pure domination, start to finish. Pure domination, start. It was funny last night, kind of picking at the people that said I was the kiss of death. I got crushed. Got absolutely crushed on social media for picking the Gamecocks to get the job done. So, again, guys, want to continue to hear from you. What's going on? What's going on? How about Jermaine Kusnar, man? The way he's playing right now, pure insanity. I think most people liked that that I was talking shit back. Let's see. Justin Kyle says the sad thing is this. Even with a 4-game win streak, every fan in here is still waiting on that game where the ugly game shows up again. If this team was consistently competitive and played the same all year, win or lose, and just had games where we lost shooting bad or the other team was hot, it would be different. Yeah, I mean, I guess that does suck when you think about that people are just kind of waiting on it to crumble, waiting on it to fall apart, waiting on South Carolina to turn back into South Carolina. I just say enjoy the ride, man. No matter what, either way, enjoy the ride, bro. Winning's fun. Don't ever get to a point where you stop enjoying winning. Life is too short, man, to not enjoy winning. It's just too short. So the fun is in the winning. And I know one thing right now, I'm having a ton of fun. So, and you guys should too. It's a blast. Winning's a blast. Winning is a blast. Let's see. Are there any college baseball games on tonight? I'm curious. Yes. How about that? There are actually. You got oh no, I don't think there's anything though on like ESPN or anything. Because St. Thomas and Richmond got delayed. So there's nothing on that you can actually watch. Oh well. John. Hey John, let me check on that real quick for you, my guy. Sorry. Let me check on that order, John. Justin texts in. Justin saying, it feels good to be a Gamecock fan today. I'm so glad South Carolina basketball beat Mississippi State. Chris, wish me luck on my Gamecocks man cave. Justin, good luck on that Gamecocks man cave. And if you need any suggestions, need any help with anything, please just let me know. I got you. John Kruger, you wanted to know about your stickers and your Yardcocks hat. Those are being fulfilled currently. They have not been shipped yet. They are being fulfilled currently. I don't know why there was such a delay on these, but they are currently being fulfilled. You will get an email when they ship out. So, Courtney says, those are the fragile fans that I was talking about. Yeah, well, when you've been a Gamecock fan, as long as many of us have, Courtney, you can be a little fragile. I think you can. It's excuse me. I'm hesitant to bring the hammer down on Gamecock fans because Gamecock fans have been through a lot, my guy. They've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. So I'm hesitant to bring the hammer down. Yeah, Justin, you could tell very early we were going to get that dub, man. It felt like it was over from the jump. Really felt like it was over from the jump. By the way, guys, in case you didn't realize this, next week is Carolina Clemson week. So yours truly is going to be on one again all week long. So, yeah, yours truly is going to be on one. Cannot wait for it. Cannot wait for it. John, I don't know. Things got chippy there for a moment. I mean, Mississippi State was pissed because we were whooping their ass, I guess. I think that's probably what happened. By the way, guys, like I said, hope to see you at the CLA tonight. We're going to Morgan Wallen. Going to be a blast. Going to be a ton of fun. NC State has signed Dave Doran to a contract extension. How about that? So, by the way, guys, also tsus.store, we are running our Shooter Shoot promo. If you guys want to cash in on some merch, 15% off in the next 24 hours. Be sure to check that out. Shooter Shoot is the promo code. So. Oh, man. Feels good to be good. Feels good to be good. What an incredible game last night, man. What an incredible game last night. Let's see. Yeah, the zone defense, Justin, has been wild. The zone defense has been incredible. It's just good to see. I'll tell you this too. It's good to see Frank Martin make an adjustment. Frank Martin do something that I don't know. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. Yep, I did not expect it, and yeah, it's been awesome to see. It's been awesome to see. So. Luke RJ says, Chris, leave them Broadway girls alone. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Met her down at Aldine's. Leave them Broadway girls alone, bro. I'm just trying to make content. Leave me alone. I'm trying to make content. Hey, I hear you. I hear you. What can I say, my guy? Business is booming. Business is booming. Business is booming. Says he got a custom Matthew Stafford Ram shirt on the way. Very nice. I like that. Very good. Very, very good. Trip, appreciate you, my guy. Great to see you. Glad you got your Clem Suck sticker. I'm going to be ordering like 500 more of those for next week, for Carolina Clemson week. I've still got a ton of them. So if you see me out and about, guys, make sure you get a sticker from yours truly. Make sure you get a sticker. I've got them. I really need to get the Beamer Rattler stickers made. Really need to get those made. So more stickers on the way for sure. Stickers are a fan favorite, and I can see why. Who doesn't love a good sticker, right? I mean, really, who doesn't love a good sticker? So I'll have more of those. I'll have them on me at all the baseball series, all that good stuff. John, let's definitely link up, my guy. I'm down. Let's definitely link up. Let's definitely link up. So. Tyler Gay says, do you like Under Armour, or do you wish we'd get Nike or Jordan? I don't hate Under Armour necessarily. I mean, if we had the option to get Jordan, I would say get Jordan. Like, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome to get Jordan. I don't hate Under Armour, though. I mean, I don't really have like a crazy tie to it. I do think from the fan side of things, from the fan perspective, I think the gear from Nike is better. I think the gear is better. But you know, I don't hate Under Armour. I don't hate it. So I'm surprised that Mark Kingston has not spoke to the media yet. Like, that's seems crazy to me. That seems crazy. I don't know. You heard Under Armour has better baseball gear? I don't know. I mean, I wore Under Armour cleats. I wore Under Armour cleats. So, you know, they're straight. All right. You know, they're all right. They're all right. They're not great, not bad. I always liked wearing like Mizuno's, bro. Mizuno cleats. I love Mizuno cleats. Yeah, I love those Mizuno cleats. Hey, you know who's got really actually nice cleats is New Balance. So, Derek Geddes says, "What's your take on Beamer snapping back at the reporter on Rattler's dad?" Yeah, that was Phil Kornblue. Of course it was. I just think Beamer doesn't put up with slapdick questions. You know what I mean? I just, you know. So I loved it. You know, and listen, I had Phil on the show. I don't dislike Phil, and I understand Phil's in the media, and but that happens too often, that the media is trying to ask questions to get certain answers, to create stories, to create whatever narratives it is. And again, I got no problem with Phil Kornblue, but like, that's just sort of what the media does a lot of times. And it's what I think he tried to do. And, you know, I will say this too. I will say this. And this isn't really necessarily defending Phil Kornblue, but it's just I think it's a fact, is that college sports, guys, is very unique. It's very unique. Okay. Like, I think it's frowned upon to ask really difficult questions. It is. And I'm not saying the media doesn't ask good questions. I don't care what questions they ask, honestly. But at the college level, it's almost like everything is and that's why, guys, I don't want credentials, you know, because I want to be unfiltered, opinionated, genuine, real, keep it a buck. And when they give you credentials, when they give you access, they're basically putting a muzzle on you. That's what it is. Like, okay, we're going to give you this access, but in exchange, you better stay in line. You better not ask or say anything over the top. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, asking questions like Phil Kornblue asked, or just asking anything that could portray the school you're covering in a negative light, they don't take very kindly to that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying you should be asking questions to, you know, portray the team you're covering in a negative light, but like at the professional game, because everybody's getting paid, everyone's getting paid, compensated handsomely, I think it's more accepted, right, to ask those type of questions. But yes, I mean, Kornblue, again, that's not me necessarily defending him, but I think that's what Kornblue was trying to do. He was trying to get a certain answer and, you know, push a story probably. And I don't know, man. I mean, but, you know, I like Beamer. I love Beamer's. I love Beamer's attitude. Again, man, Shane Beamer has gotten to the point that, I mean, he could take a dump on social media and people would think it's gold. You know what I mean? So, but hey, that's a product of winning. I love it. I mean, Beamer ball to the freaking moon, man. Beamer ball to the freaking moon. Justin Kyle says, on another note, have you looked into getting licensing for the official Gamecock logo and how much that normally cost? I'm sure it's an outrageous amount. Yeah, Justin, it's not even something I've considered. It's not even something I've looked into, and it's not something I would look into because we can create great merchandise without using any USC logos. I mean, I don't think anybody would disagree at this point, right? Like our merchandise, I think, is I do think it's the best Gamecocks merch on the internet. I don't think it's even close. I mean, nobody else is making merch. Who else makes merch? Nobody else makes merch, right? So, and you know what's actually, I think it's actually awesome that we can't use the logo or don't use the logo. And here's what I mean by that, Justin, because people ask me that all the time. It's like, oh man, you don't use the logo. Like, what do you do for merch? It forces you to be creative. It forces you to think outside of the box. Well, how can we convey the messaging without using the block C, without using the SC? It forces you to do that. And so, you know, I think it's actually a cool thing. I think it's actually a neat thing that, you know, you're it pushes you to be better. And so, yeah, I have no interest now. I have no, you know, USC's got plenty of money. They don't need mine too. They don't need to benefit from my merch sales. No thanks. Nope, you're good. You're good. Nope, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Yeah, you don't need anything from me. I can assure you. So, Michael Braswell has officially joined Rock Nation. Wow. How about that? Gotta love NIL, folks. Gotta love NIL. Oh, my apologies, guys. What's crazy though with the merch side of things, man, it's wild. You know, you do your best to be creative, and but you never know. You never know how they're going to be received. Which pieces, you know, you have a good feeling, you have a good idea, but you never know specifically like which pieces are going to pop. Like this is by far this line the most or the highest selling merch we've ever made. It's not even close. And it's just simple text. That's all it is. It's just text. That's it. It's just simple text, but it plays so well. And that's the type of merch I like, guys. I mean, you probably noticed it. I mean, the simplicity. Most of our merch isn't a bunch of crazy graphics and, you know, but there's beauty in the simplicity. You know, there's beauty in the simplicity. Tyler Gay, we've had our merchandise. We've still got merch right now in Rivals in Florence, South Carolina. So it's still there. You want to go check that out. We have the Beamer Ball stuff, Beamer Rattler, QB1. That's all there. And then we have had stuff in Palmetto Moon. Trying to get more, though. Trying to get more places. So trying to get more places for sure. Let's see. Again, guys, women's game day. Women's game day. Gamecocks taking on Texas A&M at their place. It is a warm day in the city, man. I got the freaking AC on right now. Derek Geddes says, do you think Coach Smith, Bev Smith, Lady Softball, will let Robbie throw out the first pitch? Why not? I think it'd be legendary. Why not? Luke RJ, Shane Storm, probably my favorite logo. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a cool one too. Shane Storm's definitely a cool logo. It's definitely a very, very cool logo. My guy did a hell of a job. So, yeah, it's a really cool logo. Justin Kyle, prediction on the next 3 men's basketball games. Well, Justin, I don't want to spoil that, man. I will do my deep dive on Bama and have my prediction tomorrow. So, we all know what you got to do, though. You got to go 2-1 at minimum. You have to. I mean, it's just as fun as it's been. If you lose either the next 2 ball games, you're done. I mean, you're done. You're done. So your tournament hopes are kaput. I mean, unless you do something crazy in the SEC tournament, but most likely the hopes are done. So. By the way, guys, I'll be giving away my 2 tickets to the Missouri game next week because I will be heading to Charlotte for the baseball game on Tuesday night against Appalachian State. So stay tuned for that giveaway. Also, guys, we have another giveaway we're running with Carolina Ale House. We will pick the winner on Sunday. I will be posting the details a little bit later today, but really excited to run that. We're going to give away a shirt and then a Carolina Ale House care package, cup, towel, koozies, $25 gift card, all that good stuff. So all that good stuff. Again, guys, appreciate you all tuning in. I literally tweeted last night, Brandon Martin made a jumper. We may never lose again. God. Robbie Davis texted in and said, what's up, Chris? Just so you know, I would totally do it. Baseball or softball, I would do it. Go Gamecocks. So, Derek, there you go. Robbie's game. Where's Bev Smith at? Robbie's game. Brian Dean says, South Carolina 79, Bama 72. Yeah, hey, listen, you're playing with momentum. How can you pick against this team right now? Who would do it? Would I dare? Would I dare pick against the Gamecocks? Would I dare do it? You have to wait and see. Guys, one final break before we get out of here on this Thursday. One final break. But I do want to continue to hear from you. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow.
Mas eu tenho guirra, משהו גיהות.
All right, guys, we're back. Final 15 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow. Appreciate you all tuning in. I want to hear from you, your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Appreciate you all tuning in. Apparently the world is pure madness right now. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't say this to sound ignorant, but I really just kind of stay in my zone, man, and stay grinding on content and stay locked in on what I can control. And that's, so I'm not like very educated in regards to like what's going on right now. Keith says, any news on Boz? Nothing new, Keith. Nothing that I've heard. Again, I'm assuming they're talking to Mark Kingston today. I would assuming they're talking to Mark Kingston. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure he'll be asked about it. We'll see what he says. But, yeah. John, look forward to seeing you at the Texas game, man. Gonna be fun. Gonna be very. Let me know the details, and would love to link up with you. Like I said, Darrell Wall Jr. Our zone defense has to be on again and guard the three against Bama. They shoot the three ball very well. Also says Shackelford for Bama has made like 89 threes on the year. Yeah, and again, guys, it's intriguing because it's a game that you've lost 8 of your last 9 to Bama, and you've never won there, or at least Frank Martin has never won in that arena. So. The numbers, the statistics will tell you that the odds are Bama will get the dub. But again, guys, when you're playing like South Carolina is and you're playing with that confidence and that swagger and that intensity and everything else, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like none of the numbers matter. None of the numbers matter. So none of the numbers matter. What matters is, again, that mentality and that confidence and that swagger that you have. That's really all that matters. So. Yep, that's really all that matters. Let's see. Wow, look at this. Article from Dennis Dodd. College football attendance declines for 7th straight season to lowest average since 1981. Wow. Wow. Nationally, the average attendance in 2021 was down 15%, more than 7,000 per game from a record mark of 46,971 in 2008. Damn. Isn't it, dude? You would not think that either. You would not think that. Like after COVID, you would think like everybody would be going to games and doing everything they can to go to every game. And no, that's not quite the case. I mean, we saw it this year with South Carolina. People, like college football games are just not getting sold out anymore. And I do think a lot of it though has to do with price, and it's really not feasible for a family of 4 to go to a game anymore, for example. It's just tough. Sorry about that, guys. It's just tough. So that is alarming though, the way that attendance is dropping. Brian Dean says, would love to see our men's basketball team go on a major run. Yeah, me too. we all want the same thing, my guy. We all want the same thing. Whatever run it takes to get to the tournament, that's what I want to see. So. How about Art Briles back in coaching? Grambling has hired Art Briles as their next offensive coordinator. How about that? Yes, Piedmont, I saw your text and I saw the tweet earlier that Rock Nation, Jay-Z's Rock Nation, has signed Michael Braswell to their team. How about it? after 4 games. After 4 games. When you know, man. He's a star. When you know, you know. Yep, when you know. For sure. Brian Dean says if we go to the 1-3-1, Bama will be in trouble. Yeah. I'm excited, man. Obviously it's stating the obvious. It's a huge game. That's going to be a huge game on Saturday. Huge game. So again, guys, I do want to hear from you. Like I said, questions, comments as we sit here on this Victory Thursday. This Victory Thursday here. Celebrating the Gamecocks' big win over Mississippi State. Huge win. Huge win over the weekend. Chris Cox says NFL games are way down also. We keep hearing the reason attendance is down is due to outrageous contracts. Now college is following suit. Outrageous contracts, Chris, what do you mean? How would a player's contract affect fans showing up to games? P-Mod says, Chris, are you ready for an ass tap? I'm ready. Hey, you know what? You do it for the content, my guy. It is what it is. I got a feeling you guys would not let me off the hook. I don't think Gamecock Nation's going to let me off the hook if we do indeed somehow make the tournament. I think Gamecock Nation's going to keep receipts, and they are going to be ready to see it. Oh, PMod, definitely. That would be my bio forever. Proud, I'd be like proud owner of a Frank Martin ass tattoo. Yeah, for sure. Once made a bet. Now I have a tattoo of Frank Martin on my ass. Yeah. For sure. Yep. Again, I don't think Gamecock Nation's gonna let me off the hook, y'all. I don't think so. About today's Justin King's birthday. Happy birthday to Justin King. How about it? Chris Cox says, is a player really worth millions when average families can't afford the games? A scholarship isn't enough. Oh, you're talking about college, NIL. Well, Chris, I'll tell you this. Is it too expensive for a family to go to a game? Yeah, the prices are crazy, right? Inflation, everything's expensive. It's absurd. But I'll tell you this, man, again. You're worth what someone will pay you. Bottom line. And so I'm never, and nor should you or anybody else condemn a kid because somebody sees his value, his name. Hey, listen, if I want to give Austin Stogner $100,000 for an interview, that might be crazy to you, but you know what? If I think that's what he's worth, then, and you also have to think his value in the organization and the amount of money he's driving, right? It's all money in, money out, all that good stuff. Think about all the revenue Spencer Rattler, for example, is driving. So, I hear what you're saying, but that's kids should still be the NIL stuff is good. The NIL stuff is good. It's absurd that a kid if I want to give Luke Doty $100 for an autograph, it's absurd that beforehand he would have gotten in trouble for that. Like, he's worked. Hey, that athlete, they've worked very, very hard to get to the point they're at. They've worked very, very hard to go SEC and create a name for themselves and create a personal brand. So yeah, if they have the opportunity to get compensated for that, why should anybody have an issue with it? Why should anyone have an issue with that? I mean, hey, the market speaks. Bottom line, the market speaks. Don't blame someone for being compensated when the market responds positively and they're compensated because they went and learned a valuable skill. See, I think that's where people get it twisted, man, in the world. Not just this sports thing, but people want to say, well, why am I not doing this? Why am I not an entrepreneur? Why am I not self-sufficient? I went and got my degree. I did this. Bro, what do you bring of value to the table? Go learn a valuable skill. Be someone of value that is providing value to others. And again, the market will speak. That's what, hey, when we create a new piece of content, you guys speak. The market speaks. It will respond accordingly. And it's up to you to listen and make adjustments. So the market speaks every time, every single time. And so it's like with my business and content. Hey, you can hate my guts if you want, my guy. I don't really give a damn. I saw some guy commenting, some slapdick on Instagram, commenting on Saturday Down South's post. This guy's the worst. He's a Clemson fan. He's the worst worst podcast ever. All of Gamecock Nation hates him. Well, bro, check the numbers, my guy. Check the numbers. Numbers don't lie. The market speaks. There's a reason we get paid to do it, my guy. Check the numbers, dog. Run them again. Your math's not quite adding up. If I was truly that much dog shit, the market would speak and I wouldn't be doing it. So, yeah. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. I'm sorry, I just went on a random little rant there. But, yeah, bro, all we got is all we need. Appreciate y'all, man. Always rocking and rolling with the business, the content, the merch, everything we do. This ain't a hobby, in case you missed it. This ain't a hobby. And, yeah, man, you guys are what make it possible. So thank you. Thank you sincerely. Thank you so much sincerely. Truly, man, I appreciate y'all. Truly do. P-Doc. Hold on. What orders are you talking about, P-Doc? What orders? From my store? You talking from my store, my guy? What orders? I don't know, my guy. Hit me up either way. Robbie Davis says, one last time, just so you know, I want to remind you that it costs a lot of money to get a tattoo removed, LOL. So make sure you want to go through with it if you wind up losing. I got you, Robbie. Thank you. Oh, I got you, P-Dog. Yeah, I'll check that after this. P-Mod says, Chris, I'll take double-digit singles over our offensive mindset last year. I mean, dude, I hear you. Listen, I'm not going to complain when you have double-digit hits in your first 4 games. That's awesome. But we got to get the big knocks, man, because we're just trying to single teams to death. And you got to capitalize when you get runners on. You know, you can't be leaving 14 guys on base every night and expect to win. So I hope to see. I mean, especially it's warm. Like, bro, let's hit some bombs. Hit some. I'm not even saying bombs. Gappers, extra base hits, please. I'm begging you, please. So those singles are great, man, but you got to cash them in. You got to cash them in. You got to get them in. The hope is that that's going to come around, and I think it will. Luke RJ asked, Chris, how did you lose all that weight from 2018? Yeah, I've probably lost like 70 pounds. Honestly, man, long story short, I do intermittent fasting. So fasting has been a big change. But I think what it shows is when you remove yourself from negative situations and toxic situations and you change the energy around you, When you change that, everything changes. Truly, truly. When you change your mental, your physical will follow. I really believe that. So, I mean, I've seen it in my own personal life, but yeah, I mean, definitely I changed the way I ate also. I go to the gym 4 to 5 days a week. But yeah, so great question, Luke. Hey, we're hit 2 o'clock. Appreciate you all tuning in, guys. Again, check out the podcast that dropped this morning if you have not done so, episode 606. A full breakdown of what happened last night. Huge win. Also, preview of the George Washington series and a great throwback conversation interview with former Gamecocks right-handed pitcher Sawyer Bridges. Justin Kyle. Last thing. Justin Kyle, your beard is flawless. Do you use black hair coloring? No. Do you use black hair coloring? Mine is brown and dirty blonde. LMAO. Justin, no, I do not use hair coloring, bro. I promise you, there are grays in there, my guy. They're all in there. I promise they're in there. But thank you, sir, for the beard compliment. Appreciate it. On that note, folks, we're going to call it a day. Appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of your Thursday. Thank you so much for the continued love and support. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you